check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Duke's head coach told me some great information before the game. There's always different motivations in the game, and bringing your team here against an SEC opponent, there's a lot on the table. Guys who may... overlooked, under-recruited, chip on their shoulder. This group of 16 always wants to compete against the bigger, more powerful schools. But you don't want to do too well. What if they steal your guys in the transfer portal? Coach says they're not worried about that. He just wants his guys to be the best version of themselves today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So James Madison's offense will come out first. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
He's got it.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use the quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Third down play from the gun. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Dukes will call on their punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will now get its first chance with the football. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cunningham. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to him on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense needs a couple of yards on 4th down. Remember, they can get the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback may change this route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Moving out to the right. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. On the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in to make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch. Nice tackle.
The RPO, it's complete. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Rebels offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the run, it's Lacey. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Or maybe a double pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
This time it's complete. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the right. Could be an alley. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll run the counter. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And the try is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Working that left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. The run inside. It's Lacey. Finding some room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The give on the counter. He's there to make the stop. The Dukes moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. With the catch, it's Cook. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They'll move the wide receiver. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Got enough for the first. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. He now has 53 yards rushing for this game and on his way to 1,400 for the year. The Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Moving out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Dukes will hustle to the line.
Well, nice job that time by the defense locking in. You've seen earlier in this drive, this quarterback make some plays with his feet. That time, though,
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the 1st down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
The Dukes decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Motion from the wideout. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Clock is wound down. Just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football game.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Go! We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the number 11 team, the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Wildcats coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
And the Dukes will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach at the half. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Guys?
All right, Holly. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. He's now up to 58 yards rushing as he inches closer to that 1,400-yard milestone. He'll run it again. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Rebels. He would not be denied. They'll try to add another to their lead. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. after the 4-yard completion on first down. Now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got it. Smashes ahead. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The Dukes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll go to the ground. Maybe a crease. Makes it past the marker. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal coming up. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Dukes! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Ready to try the point after. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Might as well stick with him. Makes him talk to the hand. He's piled up 76 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Running inside, it's Lacey. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on 4th and short from the 50. Trying to keep the drive alive. That'll be enough for the first down, and the ball will be spotted at the 47.
The defense just has not been able to get off the field here in critical down distances. That's why they're losing in this game right now. After that last conversion, that's now 4 different 4th downs that they haven't been able to stop in this game.
And the Rebels have their offense in high gear.
Ready. Blue 30.
They'll ride the hot hand. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The run inside. It's Lacey. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Got enough for the first. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll keep it on the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. There's some room. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the James Madison sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes.